Salt Lake City. The Miami Heat and Utah Jazz played a defensive slugfest for 45 minutes on Friday night. Then, Philly cheese simply took over. On a night when both teams clanked shot after shot, the Heat found a way to survive behind Dion Waiters, who keyed a 13-0 run over the final 2 minutes and 45 seconds of the game and lifted Miami to an 84-74 victory at Vivint Smart House Arena. Advertising. inRead invented by Teads. The Heat, which improved to 6-6 and 3-2 on the 6-game West Coast trip, shot 39% for the game and held the Jazz 5-7 to 33.8% shooting. Miami, 6-6, trailed 49-37 at the half, but held Utah to 1 of 18 shooting in the third quarter and an unreal 4 of 33 shooting in the second half, a new franchise mark for the Heat, which had never an opponent under 6 field goals in a half before Friday. "This is the classic modern-day pace and space game right here," Coach Erik Spoelstra said mockingly. "Pat Riley wasn't with us tonight, but he'd be proud of this game. This is a total throwback to the 90s. We knew that coming in, that this would be vastly different than the Phoenix game, and that this game would feel like it's being played in the mud. We were flat in the first half, so the 12-point lead, it felt like it was a 20-point lead, just because we didn't get our defense established the entire 24 minutes, and they were able to get relief points, able to get guys going. They were just in a great offensive flow. We looked a little bit more like ourselves in the second half. At times it was ugly offensively, but guys made big plays. Goran carried us for a while in the third quarter, then Dion obviously took over at the end. But I would say Hassan's 8-point game is one of the most inspiring games he's had in a Miami Heat uniform, really anchored our defense. Guys were making inspiring plays because of what they saw him doing. It was great to see. It's not one of those box scores from a point standpoint that will jump off the page, but his impact was incredible. Whiteside, I'm making winning plays out there. Hassan Whiteside had 8 points, 20 rebounds and 3 blocks in a victory over the Utah Jazz on November 10, 2017. Manny Navarro at MiamiHerald.com. Waiters was the difference late. After starting the game 4 of 17 from the field, he hit a corner three-pointer on an inbounds pass with 2:45 to play to tie the score at 74, and then hit another bucket before driving and finding an open Josh Richardson for a three-pointer. Waiters finished with 21 points, including 10 of the Heat's final 13 points. It felt like he was 4 for 100 going into that last 5-minute stretch, Spoelstra said. He just couldn't get the ball to drop. I thought he was really being aggressive, getting to the rim. That's what Rudy Gobert does, though. He alters your shots and makes it tough on your reads. Waiters had some rim in and out. He just couldn't get them to go down. But I don't think he even notices if he's missing or not once you get for the last 3 or 4 minutes. He lives for those times, and he stepped up and made some big plays, obviously. Before Waiters' outburst, an offensive showcase it was not. After scoring a season-high 126 points and shooting a season-best 53.1% in a wire-to-wire victory at Phoenix Wednesday night against the league's third-worst defense, the Heat scored only 37 points in the first half against a much better Jazz defense, which came in allowing the fewest points in the paint in the league and ranked 5th in defensive rating. Related stories from Miami Herald. Heat coach Erik Spoelstra opens up on Big Three's final season together. Heat coach Erik Spoelstra opens up on Big Three's final season together. Riley's foundation donates $50K as Heat renovates homes of 2 veterans after Irma. Riley's foundation donates $50K as Heat renovates homes of 2 veterans after Irma. Game stats. Heat 84, Jazz 74. Miami's starters shot a woeful 6 of 27 from the field in the first half, with Goran Dragic and Waiters going a combined 3 of 15 from the field. Dragic finished 7 of 17 with 18 points and Whiteside added 8 points, 20 rebounds and 3 blocks in the win. Spoelstra after Heat's comeback win over the Jazz. Miami Heat coach Eric Spoelstra talks about the Heat's second-half rally for a victory over the Utah Jazz on Friday, November 10, 2017. Manny Navarro at MiamiHerald.com. After rallying with the second unit to grab a 25-22 advantage after one quarter, Miami scored only 12 points in the second quarter and shot 31.7% in the first half, after missing its last 10 shots to close the half. Utah outscored Miami 24 in the second quarter after Wayne Ellington buried a three-pointer to put Miami ahead 33-29 with 6:58 to go in the half. But the second half was a much different story. We talked about this road trip, like all other long ones, is an opportunity for you to develop your competitive character, Spoelstra said. We got knocked in the jaw that first night in Denver, but we continued to plug away, stay connected. You can turn those painful times into something you can grow from. But the road trip's not over. We can enjoy this one for a day, try to enjoy the Canes-Irish game tomorrow, and get ready for a big game on Sunday and try to close it out. Superscript A rookie Donovan Mitchell, a player the Heat very much liked and possibly could have taken with the 14th pick had the Jazz not traded up to get him a pick earlier, led Utah with 12 first-half points. He didn't score in the second half. Dragic said difference in victory over the Jazz was defense. Miami Heat guard Goran Dragic credits the defensive effort in Friday's comeback win over the Utah Jazz.